everyone, this is Cody Right 995 and I just want to start this off by saying welcome to my channel, guys. Alright, this is the Black Rarity tutorial video and we'll be using the Gibbed Saved Editor revision 142. Now there'll be a link in the description so you can download this. Now if you don't already know how to use Gibbed, then I suggest checking out these two videos. Both of these videos are made by DemonAslyum and he's an awesome modder. I suggest checking out his channel. If you like him, subscribe to him. He's been posting a lot of good videos. Alright, so before we actually make our Black Rarity weapon, there's a couple things I want to get out of the way first. Alright, number one, do not save these into your backpack. You have to put these in your bank. Now what I mean by that is when you're in Gibbed, you'll notice the backpack and the bank. Now you have to put your Black Rarities into the bank. If you put them into your backpack and then you load up the game, it's not going to work. Now I don't know if this was from a patch or this has always been from the game itself, but it reads your backpack and it checks to see if you have any weapons that aren't possibly made by the random number generator, and it deletes them. Now I don't know, like I said, if it was the patch or always been on the game. I really don't know. Alright, so number two, Black Rarity weapons can get pretty crazy. Now what I mean by that is you can have a little pistol that shoots out like 30 or 40 nukes at a time. Now if you're on a console or even some computers, if you're constantly shooting that pistol with that 30 to 40 nukes each time, you will probably crash your system. And if you're on a console, you will definitely crash the console. Now the dangers of that is if you haven't saved it before you took it out, and if it saves after you took it out of the bank, then you're going to lose that weapon because it's not in your bank before you quit the game. Now number three, with all the parts that you can put on any kind of parts, but keep in mind if you put on parts that really aren't supposed to be together, and if you got the like that pistol, for example, the one that shoots out like 30 or 40 nukes, more than likely that pistol is going to have some invisible parts, or the entire pistol itself is going to be invisible. Now just because the item or the weapon is invisible does not mean it's not going to work. It will work, of course, but having an invisible weapon is highly annoying because you really can't aim with it that well. You just have to go off with the center of your screen. And if you're like having an invisible sniper rifle, then that's really going to mess you up. Alright, so now that those things are out of the way, let's get into the Gibbs. Let's actually make something now. Now what I have here is just a pre-done Tum Tum Skullmasher and a pre-done Vengeful Infinity. Now if you really don't know how to get the pre-done weapons, I suggest checking out this list. Now I found this list on 7 cents and there'll be a link to that also in the description. Now this list is made by Deftoned and it's just a huge list of the blue and orange rarities and also a bunch of weapons and stuff from the DLCs as well. Now basically all you want to do is copy the code right here and click here to paste code, and you have the pre-done weapon right there. Alright, so we're just going to delete that real quick. Alright, so with the Skullmasher, now what I want to do with it is I want to have put an infinity clip on it. So we go to the Vengeful Infinity, and if you see the barrel right here, that's what gives it that infinite clip. So we'll just copy that real quick and we'll put that into these two empty slots. Now this will give it a 2-round clip. Now the reason why I prefer the 2-round clip or having more than the weapon consumes is because in my experience it'll reload the weapon and then you use the bullets. Also, using the 2-round or more than it consumes, if you have the Necromancer and you have the lighter, faster, stronger perk, then it will not work because you'll have 0 bullets instead of 1 bullet or however many you need for that weapon. So that's why we put the 2 in there. Now to make it at your level, you'll want to use the manufacturer grade and then just change it to your level. So I'm a level 50 and we're going to keep it at level 50. Now on the game stage, it really doesn't affect the gun as far as I know, but I really don't know. I'm sure someone can tell you what exactly game stage is for. But as far as I'm concerned, I haven't really seen it change with the weapon. Alright, so when you're making Black Rarity weapons, there's a couple of places where you need to leave things alone. As your body, you need to leave the body there, and if you want a sight, you'll have to leave the sight. And if you want an actual texture on it instead of that like purple and white that most of the Black Rarities can have, then I suggest leaving the materials alone. But everything else is fair play. Like, I wouldn't change the manufacturer balance or the type. I wouldn't mess with those. But such as the grip, the barrel, the stock, elemental, accessory 1, accessory 2, and even the prefix, you can put whatever kind of parts you want on there. Now keep in mind, you can just completely put whatever you want in here, but that's going to give you that invisible parts or invisible weapons. Alright, so this is our Black Rarities made. So you'll see these two triangles right here from those infinity clips. Now, each triangle says unsupported value weapon will probably be deleted. That's what I was saying with the backpack. It checks for those orange triangles, and if it sees it, then it's not going to let you have that weapon. And just to show you, we'll copy this code and we'll paste it into my backpack. So as you see, we have a Black Rarity in my backpack, and you'll check out in the gameplay video of this weapon that it's not going to be in my backpack at all, but it will be in my bank. Alright, so that's the how to make a basic Black Rarity weapon. Okay, so I am at the bank in Sanctuary. Now it's split screen because the character of which I mod on does not have Sanctuary unlocked yet. Alright, so here is the sniper rifle, and as earlier, the sniper rifle was not in my backpack earlier. Alright, so here is the sniper rifle that we just made. So, as you can see, the bullets are not going down, which makes it completely infinite. You can just pull the trigger as much as you want. It's not going to run out anytime soon. Alright, so as you saw through the gameplay video, the sniper rifle was completely infinite. It's never going to run out of bullets because of those two infinite clips that we put into it. Now if you do have the Necromancer and you have the smaller, lighter, faster perk, you will still be able to use that sniper rifle because it has two instead of one. Now if it only had one of those clips, then it would make it 0 and you wouldn't even be able to shoot it at all. So that's why we also put the 2 in there, because of the Necromancers, if you do use the Necromancer. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like, and if you want to subscribe for future videos, I'm going to start showcasing the modded weapons. If you have any awesome modded weapons, please leave the code in the comment section or PM me with the code. Thanks for watching, guys.